It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Bates. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
At the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Ball carrier.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. From the gun, Bates. That's complete to Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
48 for Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Bates. He'll get that complete to Albert O. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's a quick give to Gronkowski, the fullback. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
7. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Bates. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Malone, and he stopped immediately there.
Number 27.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Malone, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Man open, it's Goodwin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete, Okuebuna. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
The 17-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On first down, it's Malone. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Jared Davis on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, that's caught. It's Malone. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Open man there is Malone. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Play action. It's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
The 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Down by DeForest.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down now. It's Malone. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Check pass. 48, Mike. 48, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. 7 Pirates. 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming out to you.
To throw again, Jackson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Locke off of play action. Out to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Number 1, the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 29, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. shotgun snap to Locke. That's taken in by Duvernay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
But it brings up fourth.
Locke to throw for it on fourth. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He'll buy some time right. He's going to... Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Locke working out of the gun. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
It is good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Malone. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
48 to Mike. 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on 1st down. Malone. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Open man is Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
And the Steelers.
Now Locke again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
Is good.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Locke. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Lock now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. The running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Locke. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Patriots 21.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 58. Set to kick off.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that would be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Watson now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
And at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The drive starts with a completion, left side, and they're working across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team he was good. If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
6-yard line.
Give to Smith out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Bates. Here as he's taken down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Bates. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they... Now Ito Smith. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And it's going to be caught. Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on 1st down. Bates. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
How about that, partner? his second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Bates. That's caught. It's Malone. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Stops shy of the 45.
On the handoff.
Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And 3.
Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson off play action. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
At the 16-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
For the field goal. A 28-yard.
McCann's kick up and good. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And some room to roam now. A big play there for New England. 75 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ito Smith taking it in. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Bates. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson, that's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right, and his pass incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And it's all good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Bates. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. It's Malone, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brought down at the
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Malone. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this third step. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now a carry for Gronkowski, the fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. It's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots.
Lions 9.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.